How can jinn enters someone, and what is the treatment for that? You're talking about a very long process to answer this question. We gotta learn about the jinn, the nature, and their how do they live, how do they function. But in brief, there is an ayah in Surah Al-Baqarah in which Allah the Almighty says, الذين يأكلون الربا لا يقومون إلا كما يقوم الذي يتخبطه الشيطان من المس. So the ayah is addressing the fate and the punishment of a person who deals with usury, with interest. This person on the day of judgment will be resurrected and will be frightened and will be imbalanced like a person who's possessed with the jinn, possessed with Satan. يَتَخَبَّطُهُ الشَّيْطَانُ مِنَ الْمَسِّ. This ayah has been used as a reference, besides the prohibition of riba, is used as a reference to indicate that Satan's possessing the bodies of human beings is possible, and it happens. So why and how? It happens for many reasons. It happens if the person is not regular in reciting his adhkar, which function as an armor, as a shield and protection for the believer. A person who enters the bathroom and forgets to seek refuge with Allah against Satan. A person who is involved in sins, so he's an easy hunt for Satan and for the evil non-believing jinn. How does this happen? Well, Allah the Almighty says, إِنَّهُ يَرَاكُمْ هُوَ وَقَبِيلُهُ مِنْ حَيْثُ لَا تَرَوْنَهُمْ. You see, you can see me, I cannot see you because you're seeing the screen. Okay. Now, Allah the Almighty says, Satan and the jinn can see you where you cannot see them. Why? Because their nature is different. Their nature is different. They're created from a completely different source than us. They're created from fire. We're created from mud. Our nature is different. So when they possess that person, they possess the body, the person may end up doing things that he did not intend to do, and forgets that he have done things which he have done it. And he will behave weirdly. Why? Because he is not being himself. That's why during the process of exorcism, driving the evil spirits, driving Satan's and the evil jinn out of the body of the human being, there are different methods. But during this method, the person may speak, but on his or her tongue is a different sound. It is the sound of the jinn who is possessing this person. Many times, whenever a person who is an exorcist is trying to drive out the evil jinn, and he recites Quran and Ayatul Kursi and these ayat which frighten the jinn. So he says, please stop and I will leave. It's a woman, but she is talking on her tongue and the sound is the sound of a man. It's a male jinn possessing the body. We don't understand the mechanism. We don't know how does it happen. But in the hadith, the Prophet ﷺ said, إن الشيطان يجري من الدم من ابن آدم مجرى الدم من العروق. إن الشيطان يجري من ابن آدم مجرى الدم من العروق. You see, as I'm sitting, I'm talking right now, blood circulation is all over the body from head to toe. There is blood circulation, right? Non-stop. He said Satan and the jinn is constantly whispering to a human being and he is in his body and veins like blood in his veins, circulating non-stop, in order to warn us against forgetting your adhkar, forgetting to pray on time, because you will become an easy catch for Satan. So the how, I don't think anyone can describe how does the process of possessing the human being by the jinn takes place, but it happens. What we need to learn about is how to protect yourself. Prevention is better than cure. If you recite your adhkar on regular basis, you recite your Quran, especially Surah Al-Baqarah, if you recite it at least once every 3 days at home, Satan can never enter your house, can never touch you or any of your family members. At al-Kursi, especially every night before going to sleep, in addition to after every further prayer, it is very, very important. So when you do so, you will be protected by Allah the Almighty. And if it happens for a reason or another, then the only legitimate way of exorcism is through reciting the Quran, particularly Surah Al-Baqarah, by a professional exorcist who will recite the Quran to drive the evil jinn out of the body.